Just like you ain't gonna, like you always said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that.
What are you talking about? What? What are you talking about?
Trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good break. Time to follow what is a soldier. Trying to find a good shepherd. Just when you in hell, how did you excel? With them the breath of life, I believe the fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling it cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword. With a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the many don't see it. Separated from the tares. Now on my prayers and it's so big. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. UBK, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah. And it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Yeah, Frank, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to store the pocket, ticket open. Can't sweet talk, cannot stop. Plus I know the feds watch us. Telling people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison, they stop violence. Meanwhile, UBK turn the rebels into rock wallers. Then leave with mighty men. And now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at the funeral for a criminal. Knowing he ain't innocent, it's fucked up. But my boo shine, standing between two priests, about to blaze on their ass, call it tough love. Look out for niggas just club, and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side, clean and purge me of all my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause. Look, man. First time I make a family junior honor, man, hit 3807. Rebel without a cause. My little daughter with me. Open the door, he was dropping the truth on me and all that. Rebel without a cause. Man, you know, do your time, taking them out and training their hand-to-hand combat. Rebel without a cause. It's the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause.
You cannot move us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our body. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places. I mean,
that's one, two. All that only was to be the case. All that only was to be the case. The Lord said, so right now, all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call. To be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top door. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cooked up with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had no life in jeopardy. Main Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court, found the DC school. I swear it felt like I crawled on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and I started running fast. All it was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. It's UPK until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jail. Shit, I needed help. But Twan was locked up and the judge put man on the shelf. Heavy cry cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie, pop smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Then God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. The decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know. You already know what time it is. You understand? UPK, one west of the command to the honor all my brothers. We rolling through. You understand? And these niggas weak. These niggas don't know what to do. You see these soldiers beside me, standing in all black with the shields on both. Watching, they all my brothers. Gold is precious, but loyalty is priceless. Harm on the mind might leave you lifeless. Wrong with this shit, I'ma need a diapers. And don't do any crisis, cause all my niggas righteous, all politics with vipers. Cowards bold, real niggas hold rank, stand for what they believe and won't compromise the day. Never harmonize with traitors, do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of brown sugar like annihilate. Every time I move, a righteous demonstration. All I deny is Satan. My brother's glorious, true warriors. The labor swore down and them cities can't stop till we notorious. Thrown in my way with a supreme audience. Proud ass nigga get exiled. No loitering around my brothers. Yeah, you already know what it is. 144 back in day, UPK style, put it down for my bros. And I roll straight so. That's right. Them niggas with them shields. That's right. Yeah. They my brothers. We gon' rule it on the king on the stand. We gon' rule this bitch at all costs. Nigga, we gon' take these from them rappers. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Me and all my brothers. Like the ladder house. You can't blend with my men, nigga. I can tell you fake from your treacherous mouth. Claiming God is all love, we don't believe that. Give a damn about your 2 cents, fuck your feedback. I give it all for my brothers, they deserve it. No excuses for my niggas, they striving to be perfect. Sacrifice whatever form, they never own it. You be cake, we click tight like Sweet Pea and Joe. Endure to the end, it's what a wise man told me. Liquor from the top shelf, but I spill it with the load. 144, nigga, everybody know. All I ever wanted was revenge, fuck a road. Say you down for the cause, gotta show me. Stand tall and do not blush. Remain calm when the danger pop up. Go deep like David Jones locker. My bar, the central locker. No competition, only glory in the distance for my brothers.
Mhm. All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom. This the Israelite School of UPK, started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm the Commander General Yana. I'm not the officer of 500. I got today with me Karan Yala, officer of 50. And today is
Right.
a Monday night history class. Let me plug this up right quick. Today is Monday night history class. And today's topic we're gonna get into is Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Because you know Halloween right around the corner. I don't know if it's this weekend or you know what I'm saying or what, but no matter of fact, it ain't this week. Is it this weekend? I think Halloween is this weekend. Today the 25th.
Kind, so I believe it's on Sunday.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, so everybody gonna be celebrating on Friday and Saturday, you know what I'm saying, and Sunday. They gonna celebrate it. You understand? And we just gonna get the origins of where Halloween come from. You know what I'm saying? Just like any pagan holiday or a feast day, you know what I'm saying? All of it has an origin. Any holiday that we celebrate in America, it has an origin. You understand? And a majority of the time, the origin of the holidays that we celebrate in America is the worship of another god. You understand? So we gonna get that. I think you got that article I sent you. Let me see.
Kind,
Oh, let me see where I want you to start at. Oh, you can start at Halloween is a holiday. I got to scroll down a little bit. You understand?
sir.
Because you got a lot of people that celebrate Halloween. You know what I'm saying? We've been celebrating. No, I mean, for me, I don't celebrate it no more, but I celebrated Halloween dinner 20 years. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But read it when you got it.
Kind, sir. Halloween is a holiday celebrated each year on October 31st, and Halloween 2021 will occur on Sunday, October 31st. The tradition originated with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designed November 1st as a time to honor all saints.
Right.
Soon,
So Halloween was an ancient festival. You know what I'm saying? Ancient not fast day, Slovakia, but was an ancient holiday. You understand that came from the Celtic people. You understand it was an ancient Celtic Celtic festival. You understand where the Celts were, and the Celts were people that was from Scotland. You understand England, Ireland, and all that stuff. You understand? And this they celebrated. It was originally called. Did it get to that part yet? It was originally called Samhain. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Sam. Was it Samhain? That's what it was originally called. You understand?
it's
And that was, and that
Hain,
this is the would you say?
Samhain.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Samhain. But I think it's not pronounced like that. I think it's like Sam Lamb or something like that. I don't know where the hell the L come from, but it's like Sam Lamb or something like that. Something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this is the origin of Halloween. And it came from this ancient Celtic festival. You know what I'm saying? Where people used to put on the costumes and they used to dress up to ward off evil spirits. You understand? Keep reading when you got it.
Okay,
And
sir.
then they also went by the Druids. You understand? And the Druids was like the priests of the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Or the Celts or Celts, whatever you want to call them. You understand? Keep reading.
Okay, sir. It say, soon All Saints Day incorporated some of the traditions of Samhain. So, like, yes, sir. You want me to look up how to pronounce the word?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can look it up. Yep.
Con.
But it's definitely not like how I look at all. You know what I'm saying? It took me a minute to even try to get the how I had to look it up how to spell it because I heard how it was pronounced and I'm like, damn, it don't sound like how it's spelled.
Oh, so like it, sir, it's Samhain.
See, you know what I'm saying? Sound women that it ain't spelt like that though, but that's the pronunciation of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Salham is the original name for Halloween. You know what I'm saying? It said one of the popes picked up the festival. You understand? It was originally celebrated on and was it November 1st, and they moved it to October. Yeah, you know what I'm
Come,
saying, but keep reading, and it came from the Celtic people that lived in Ireland and lived in England and all that. Keep going, Balkasha.
come. Soon, All Saints Day incorporated some of the traditions, of the traditions of Samhain. That's how you pronounce it. Salakia.
Mhm.
The evening before was known as All Hallows Eve, and later Halloween.
Right. So and then it was known as Hallows Eve, and then they changed it to Halloween. You know what I'm saying? This is the history of it right here. Keep reading.
Damn, Salakia. Over time, Halloween evolved into a day of activities like trick or treating, carving jack o' lanterns, festive gatherings, donning costumes, and eating treats.
Right. And one of the reasons I wanted to, I thought this article was gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? But
It's,
oh
it's,
yeah.
it's more if I scroll down. So
Oh yes,
Salakia.
more. Yeah, you can keep reading. But the reason why people was uh, going to door asking for candy is because that's what poor people did. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas, you had to go door to door to get your food. You understand? But keep reading. I don't want to spoil the story.
God, they got the pronunciation in here too, sir. Salakia.
Yeah.
Uh, Halloween's origins date back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. The
So when?
Celts, yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Kind, sir. The Celts, who lived 2,000 years ago, mostly in the area that is known Ireland, the United Kingdom, and northern France, celebrated their New Year on November 1st.
Right. Man, look at Halloween date back to over to 2,000 years ago. Well, what America doing, it ain't nothing new. Just like everything that America celebrate. You
Right?
understand? Besides 4th of July and Thanksgiving, every other holiday that they celebrate, like Christmas, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, all that date back to old ancient gods and date back to thousands of years ago. You understand? Because they come from a people that was pagans. They come from people that had holidays that was not in the Bible. You understand? Like
Right.
Halloween date back to 2,000 years ago, and it come from the Celtic people that stayed in Ireland. You understand? That stayed in the United Kingdom. You understand? That stayed in northern France. You understand? But the day that they celebrated Halloween on was November 1st. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Kind. This day marked the end of summer and the harvest and the beginning of the dark, cold winter, a time of year that was often associated with human death.
Right. And why is this so important? You understand? Why is it so important? Because during the fall, you understand, like the fall, like you had a fall harvest. Like okay, after summer, you understand. During the summer, you had to be storing up your food and storing your food and stacking it up so you and your family can be able to survive through the winter. You
Right?
understand? So during the fall, if you didn't have no food stored up, nigga, you was gonna die. You understand? So just like with anything, like heathens get excited over like Baal, for instance. You understand? Not just a little sidebar. Like Baal was a farmer. You know what I'm saying? And he was so good at farming when he died, people thought that praying to him that they was gonna be able to get good crops that year and so on and so forth. You understand? And read that again, Baba Gashar Salakia.
Sir. Okay, it says, damn, Salaki, this shit went off. Salaki, give me 1 second. We get back to it, sir. Okay.
You understand? Because the fall harvest, according to the calendar, you know what I'm saying, what do they call the day that marks the end of fall and the beginning of winter? You know what I'm saying? If anybody online watching it, what is that? What do they call that?
If I may, sir, I'm not sure, but do they call it the dead of winter?
No, they call it they call it the equinox.
Oh, okay,
That's what they call it. You know what I'm saying? The day that marks the end of fall and the beginning of winter, they call it the equinox. You got a spring equinox and you got an autumn equinox, which is
Right.
fall. You understand? And the fall equinox lets you know the day is gonna be short. The spring equinox lets you know the days is gonna be longer. You understand? And this is I'm just going into a little history of why they celebrated Halloween on that day, on those days. But keep reading, Baba Kasha.
Okay. This day marked the end of summer and the harvest and the beginning of the dark, cold winter, a time of year that was often associated with death.
Right. And why was it associated with death? Because, like I said, during the summer, you had to be storing up food. You know what I'm saying? If you own farms and all that stuff, and if you weren't storing enough food, your family died. A lot of people died during the autumn equinox or the fall equinox because they couldn't store up food. So around this time, it was associated with death because a lot of people died. Keep reading.
Okay. Celts believed that on the night before the new year, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred.
Right. And why did they believe this? Because it was while they was celebrating and putting on and just doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Drinking and dancing and saying, I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? It was so many people dying that they started to assume Well, read it again so I can break it down properly.
Come, sir. Celts believed that on the night before the new year, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred.
Right. Meaning that there was no on this day the dead and the living. There was no difference between the dead and the living. You understand? Right. While they was partying, having and chilling and all that, it was a lot of people dying. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have food, they didn't have this, they didn't have that. So they was like there was no difference on this day. So every year people expected hella people to die around this time of year. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, the harvest ended. Man, a lot of people finna die, man. And so what they used to do is they used to put on costumes and put on masks to ward off evil spirits. You know what I'm saying? That's where the whole custom of putting masks on and dressing up as Superwoman and the Hulk and all these different people, because it was so many people dying. They thought that it was somebody killing. They thought it was like some evil spirits or some ghost that was coming back from the dead. That's why I said the lines was blurred, because they thought that people was coming back from the dead, killing people that actually lived. This is what they believed in. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Salakia, that's crazy.
It's deep, man. Keep going.
Come, sir. On the night of October 31st, they celebrated Samhain, when it was believed that the ghosts of the dead returned to earth.
Right, that's what I just said. They believed that on this day the lines was blurred between the dead and the living, because they believe on this day that that ghosts returned to the earth, and people that die returned to the earth, and then they killed the people that actually got to live. You know what I'm saying? The people that was living on earth. That's what they believed in. So keep going.
Come on, sir. Okay, it says, damn, that shit keep doing that. So lucky.
You too wild.
Trying to fix this screen timeout. It keep going out, but I got it, sir. Okay. Okay. In addition, okay, yeah, that's where we at. In addition to causing trouble and damaging crops, Celts thought that the presence of the otherworldly spirits made it easier for the Druids or Celtic priests to make predictions about the future.
Right, keep going.
Okay. For a people entirely depending on the volatile natural world, these prophecies were an important source of comfort during the long, dark winter.
Right. So they looked up to the Druids, which was like they priests, to tell them what was going on and to tell them what was happening. You understand? And if they couldn't tell them what's happening, then they was in trouble. You know what I'm saying? They relied on these so-called priests to tell them what was going on and to tell them that how many people was going to die, was the living going to come back to their city, to their specifically city this year and kill everybody and do all these different things. Keep going.
To commemorate the event, Druids built huge sacred bonfires where the people gathered to burn crops and animals as sacrifice to the Celtic deity.
Right. Keep going.
Comic-Con. During the celebration, the Celts wore costumes, typically consisting of animal heads and skins, and attempted to tell each other's fortunes.
Right. Hey man, look, and during this event where they was chilling and burning fires and doing animal sacrifices and you know what I'm saying, eating good, that nigga they put on costumes as well. They was like, "Nigga, we need to put on costumes and you know what I'm saying and all that." Keep going.
Salakia, sir. This is sorcery.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's straight witchcraft, and we definitely gonna get into it for sure. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Salakia. When the celebration was over, they relit their hearth fires, which they had extinguished earlier that evening from the sacred bonfire to help protect them during the coming winter.
Hmm.
Okay, Salakia, it's like a little sidebar here in red. You want me to read that, sir?
I ain't even got the article pulled up. You see?
I'm gonna just read it anyway, cause I might as well. It say, did you know 1/4 of all the candy sold annually in the U.S. is purchased for Halloween?
And
That's
it said,
deep.
did you know 1/4 of all candy sold annually in the U.S. is purchased for Halloween? Exactly. You
So
understand?
Halloween is big business.
Oh yeah, it's a big business. And then look at that, and that's one of the things we definitely gonna get into too, because that what is that called? That's called what is that called? You
What,
understand? You huh?
Salakia, sir, what you mean?
Because this candy is they're able to sell this much candy because of this specific day. You understand? They got commercials coming out and they showing your kids all these different costumes and you know what I'm saying. Everybody, all of your kids want to be like Coco Melon. You know what I'm saying? And if you got older kids, they want to be like Ben 10 or whatever cartoon they watch. And they you like for instance, like go ahead.
If I may, sir, this is literally them indoctrinating our kids to worshiping other gods.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's damn. Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull a scripture right quick.
What could the candy be like looked at as a sacrifice?
No, let me see let's see. Second Chronicles. Oh, enchantment. That's what it is.
Kamakan, sir. Kamakan, sir.
Enchantment. They able to sell that money. I mean, they're able to sell that amount of candy by enchantment. You know what I'm saying? You know what enchantment is? Enchantment is this right here. Nigga, you watching TV and a commercial come on, nigga, and it's a girl on there bad as hell. She down there half naked, and she leaning all against the car, throwing her hair, the wind blowing in her hair, and you like, damn, she bad as hell. And then she pull a burger out this big and take a bite out, and this say Carl's Jr. Like what the hell? This what the hell? Her being naked got to do with a burger?
So,
What?
so like, if I may, if I
Yeah,
may. So is that Carl's Jr. casted a spell on you to want their damn burger?
it's called enchantment. That's what it's called. You know what I'm saying?
Kamakan.
Basically, you could. I mean, I won't say cast a spell, but enchantment. That's the appropriate way to say it. Like your Christian pastor do it all the time. That nigga like the whole congregation broke. This nigga pull up in a big Benz Lamborghini truck. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? And people see that and they like, damn, what I got to do to be like that? You know, and this nigga got everybody wife kissing him on the cheek. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, and they like, damn, I want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? And so you think by going to church and giving him your money, nigga, is going to help you, or you think about becoming a pastor, it's going to help. No, it's enchantment. That nigga is tricking you. He making it
Mm-hmm.
seem real good, just like our people, like for instance, not even on the pastor type level. You could be in the streets and you don't even smoke weed, but all your friends smoke weed. They tell man, hit this blunt, nigga. I'm telling you, when you hit this blunt, you gonna rap way better. I'm telling you, when you hit this
Right.
blunt, you gonna have straight gas. And it's like, nigga, then you hit the blunt and nigga, you stuck. You like, damn, man, I'm too high. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it's that's called enchantment. Nigga, they lying to you, nigga. You know what I'm
So
saying? But let me see. Let me see. I think that start going into the Romans. Yeah, that start going into all this different stuff.
sir.
Yeah, yeah. So, but basically, you know what I'm saying. Halloween come uh, from the ancient Celtic festival. That's where it comes from. And when they used to try to ward off evil spirits by putting on costumes, you know what I'm saying, and burning fires, and you understand, because a lot of people died around that time if you didn't have food to store and harvest. You understand, and They created their holidays by the equinoxes, by seasons. You understand? That's where their holidays come from, by them being paranoid and seasons. You understand? So with that being said, I'm gonna go to Amos 5:21.
Okay, bro.
Amos chapter 5 verse 21.
You want me to read it when I got it, sir?
Yeah, you can read it when you got it.
Okay, sir. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, and verse 21. I hate, I despise your feast days.
He said, the Lord said, I hate and despise your feast days. What feast days is he talking about? You understand? What feast days he talking about? He talking about the feast days of these other nations that we didn't start to celebrate. That's the feast days he talking about. Because guess what? The Lord gave Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians feast days. You understand?
Okay.
Where can you find those feast days at? Where can you find those feast days at, Kranyala?
In these scriptures.
No,
Oh,
specifically where? Yeah.
Leviticus, the 23rd chapter.
Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. That's when you celebrate our feast days. He ain't talking about the feast days that he gave us. He talking about the feast days of these other nations. You know what I'm saying? What
Come
feast days is in Leviticus 20, the 23rd chapter? You got the Passover. You got Feast of Unleavened Bread. You got Feast of First Fruits. You understand? All our days start with feast. You understand? But the feast days that the Lord said he hate is Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving. You
on.
understand? Your mama birthday. Any day that you decide, any holiday that you decide to eat on, that the Lord hate that day. You understand? You know why? Because it's not in the Bible. Could celebrate the 4th of July and Christmas and Halloween. That's not in Leviticus the 23rd chapter. You understand? That's the feast day that the Lord is talking about. But, the Lord hates Halloween. You understand? And why does the Lord hate Halloween? Why does the Lord hate Halloween? The Lord hate Halloween because it inspire you to embrace evil spirits. It inspire you to embrace being evil. I'm saying it inspire you to embrace evil spirits. You understand? Like for instance, like for instance, you Halloween come up and your whole life your parents been telling you, hey man, look it, you better not ever accept candy from a stranger. Don't accept candy from nobody. You know what I'm saying? A stranger walk up to you try to give you some candy. Don't give them. Don't accept this candy. But then on Halloween, that your mom and dad allow you to go to strangers' house and accept candy from them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the hypocrisy of Halloween, and it's hella unsafe. That's hella unsafe. You know what I'm saying? They ain't looking up how many goddamn predators is on a parole, you know what I'm saying? That's a parolee at large from because he failed to register as a sex offender in your goddamn neighborhood. And
Right.
meanwhile, you allowing your children to go knock on doors and get candy from people that you don't even know. And a lot of times, man, our parents, when we came back, especially when we was young, our parents had to search our candy and make sure it didn't have razors in it or would have drugs in it
Right.
and stuff like that. Because we'd be too eager to eat it. They're like, man, no, you're not the world too crazy. But they could have alleviated that by not letting us celebrate Halloween. But you know
Right.
why they didn't? Karan Yala, what's one of the reasons why parents don't allow, why they allow their children to celebrate Halloween?
Because they, like,
It
okay.
like if we bringing it up and we talking to a sister and say, man, look, we ain't supposed to celebrate Halloween. Don't let your kids celebrate Halloween. What's she gonna say?
Oh, it's for the kids.
It's for the kids. She gonna say she gonna say that, or she gonna say, I don't want him to be left out. I don't want them to be left out.
That
You know what
too,
I'm
sir.
saying? And that's ridiculous, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's why we're gonna pull the scripture about putting your kids through the fire, because that's exactly what you're doing. You
Right.
understand? But keep reading Baba Kashaw.
Come on, sir. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Man, look at the Lord hate Halloween.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord hate Christmas. The Lord hate the 4th of July. The Lord hate Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? The Lord hate birthdays. You understand? The Lord hate all these different days that we celebrate in America. Why? Because it's not in the Bible. It's not in Leviticus the 23rd chapter, man. The Lord hate those days. You understand? Because like he definitely hate Halloween. Why? Because Halloween is about embracing being evil. Like when we was growing up and Halloween came around, Man, look at man, we going to we trying to go to we ain't trying to go to Halloween in our neighborhood. We know y'all. You know what I'm saying? We trying to go to the white neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Where they leave a whole bucket of candy on a goddamn porch. Now we finna go to that neighborhood and we finna pour. We got a whole pillowcase, nigga, a bag, a jack o' lantern bucket. No, we ain't got that. Then we got a pillowcase off the pillow, nigga. We finna fill the whole pillowcase up. You know what I'm saying? And don't let us see no heathens. Ooh, wait, don't let us see a little Edomite. Then give me this bag. Give me this bag. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take your bag. You know what I'm saying? That's what Halloween is about. Halloween is about being evil, man. That's all it's about. From when you a kid all the way up until you get grown. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got grown people that's dressing up, you know what I'm saying, as Catwoman and Superwoman. You understand? And Megan Thee Stallion, they dressing up on all these different people. You got dudes dressing up as The Rock, and you know what I'm saying, all these different people. You know what I'm saying? But they not celebrating Halloween. They not finna go door to door trick or treating. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say? You know what they do? They finna go have an orgy. They finna go pop some mollies and go get off some coke and smoke weed and get drunk. And nigga gonna be like, man, why you have sex with her? Because nigga, she look like Catwoman, and I love Catwoman, nigga. So I had sex with her. You know what I'm saying? That's what Halloween is about. You know what I'm saying? That's what Halloween. That's the spirit of Halloween. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Crayon. I knew you were gonna say something.
Yeah, if I may too, sir, what you bringing out is so heavy, right? Like every Halloween, like as far as like even when we was kids, right? You would go out trick or treating, but you will also see like grown people celebrating Halloween, and the most out of pocket dressed woman was always an Israelite woman. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Every time, like they just can't wait till Halloween to come for them to whore themselves out. Like just like when our people follow the customs of the heathens, we do it to the max. We do that. We do it better than them. But Salaki, so that's all I want to say.
Yeah, no, that's facts. You know what I'm saying? When Halloween come around, man, it put a certain spirit on Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians to make them be more evil than they ever was when Halloween come around. You understand? Because not only do Black people believe in goddamn ghosts and all these different things that come with Halloween, they believe in zombies, they believe in everything they see on goddamn TV. You know what I'm saying? But they also believe that, nigga, today is the day that I can be Spider-Man. Today is the day I can be whoever the hell I want to be. I can dress up like the Gross Sisters. I can dress up like Penny Proud. Now I can dress up like SpongeBob. It be grown men dressed up as SpongeBob. It be grown men, and that's just so effeminate for you to put. If you a grown man to put on a costume, you know what I'm saying? That's just so effeminate. You understand? We ain't been put on. Even when I was in the world celebrating Halloween, I wasn't put on no goddamn costume. You know what I'm saying? Then we was walking around with a pillowcase with regular clothes on, going door to door. You know what I'm saying? Then to be honest with you, we was too broke for a costume, nigga. My grandma used to take a sheet and put holes in it and say, just act like a ghost. Nigga, I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's how we go. So as I got older, we didn't put no. But that's the spirit behind it is being evil, man. That's why nigga, on that day, nigga, you got people TPing houses. You got people Ryan mine throwing eggs, and on that day, you could be the most evilest person. If you at war with somebody, you know what I'm saying. You can go put on a mask, and the police ain't gonna pull you over because it's Halloween. You can go to your enemy's block and shoot the whole block up, and nobody's gonna never know it was you because today everybody got a mask on. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Halloween is so evil, man. And I can just imagine how many Black people die on Halloween. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna look that up in Chicago. How many Black people died on Chicago last year? You know what I'm saying? On Halloween. Let me look that up right quick. You know, Chicago's a horrible state, horrible city. I mean, it's like, yeah, go ahead.
I could look up them for you right now.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I can just Baba Kashad, I can just imagine how many Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians die on Halloween in Chicago. You understand? Because guess what? If you're a murderer, if you're a criminal, you know this is the best time to get away with a crime. You want to rob a store, you want to mug somebody. You know what I'm saying? You want to murder somebody. You want to rape somebody. This now is the best time to do it because you get to put a goddamn mask on. And everybody's trying to go out and have fun and eat candy and drink and drive. They just trying to just chill. They ain't focused on people dying. You understand? That's why the Celtic people, at least they were somewhat smart in celebrating the goddamn holiday. They was focused on people dying. They was scared to death. That's why they put on costumes. That's why them niggas was putting on masks and animal skin. They was scared to death. Black people ain't scared about dying in the ghetto. You understand?
Right.
Black people ain't scared about sinning against God. That's the goddamn problem. You understand? Read when you got up, Shaw.
Salakia, sir. This from Chicago Sun-Times.com, right? It says Chicago shootings 29, 4 fatally over Halloween weekend, November 2nd, 2020. 4 people have been killed and 25 others injured in shootings across Chicago since the evening of Friday, October 30th, 2020. So from October 30th to the morning of November 2nd, 25 people, no, Salakia, 29 people got shot and 4 got killed. That's ridiculous.
Man, look at, and that's the spirit of Halloween. Like, not only did they start going around and purging on their enemies before Halloween, you understand? Right. They see Halloween coming up. They going in Walgreens. They going in and all these different stores, and they got spider webs all in the goddamn store, a jack-o'-lantern, pumpkins, and all that. They getting you ready for Halloween. You understand? So you get in that spirit. You know what I'm saying? Just like when Christmas come around, before Christmas even get there, you get in that spirit. You see red and green everywhere. You see trees everywhere. So you start to get in that spirit. Damn, what I'm finna get for mine? What I'm finna get for my kids? Damn, what I'm gonna take them out. We gonna go to Tahoe. We gonna go to the snow. We gonna do this. You start to try to get in the spirit of Christmas, and it's the same thing with Halloween. When Halloween come around, people try to get in the spirit of Halloween. You know what I'm saying? That's why we just read in Chicago, they start killing each other on the day before Halloween even started. You know what I'm saying? And 29 people got shot, and 5 people died.
Sir.
And that's crazy, man. And it lasted days after Halloween. You understand? It lasted days after. That's the spirit of celebrating Halloween. It ain't about allowing your kid. My kid gonna miss out, man. Look, you gonna send your kid out there to celebrate that holiday, thinking it's gonna be. I'm gonna just send him out this one time. You understand? And your kid he gonna die somewhere on some block. You know what I'm saying? Because he went down the wrong street and niggas slid through that street shooting. You know how many parents they don't even let their kids go to parties. And then this one day, the kid, it's Halloween, me and all my friends gonna be there. And they allowed their kid to go and their kid got murdered. You know how many people that happened to? You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit of Halloween, bro. It ain't about eating candy and having a good time and putting on the best costume and being the best dress that day. That's not what it's about. You know what I'm saying? It's about being evil. You know what I'm saying? It's about committing crime and getting away with it. Because I guarantee, out of all those people that was shot and those 5 or 4 people that got murdered, I guarantee they only caught about 2 people that was doing it. I guarantee they didn't catch nobody that was doing it. You know why? Because everybody had on masks. Everybody had on Halloweens. You know what I'm saying? I mean, had on costumes. And meanwhile, you scared of goddamn ghosts and goblins and goons and ghouls and all that. And you living in hell. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no goddamn sense. But yeah, we're gonna drop that. Let's get 2 Chronicles 33:6. 2 Chronicles 33:6.
2 Chronicles 33:6.
Yes, sir.
And if I may too, Salakia, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
This another article. It say a 5th victim has died following a shooting at a Halloween party near Berkeley, California. Now, if I may too, sir, right? I was in Berkeley when this happened. This was in 2019, and it was like a Halloween party, like damn near around the corner from our pop's house. Man, in the morning. It was breaking news. I forgot how many people was actually hit at the party, but I just read an article. 5 of them died at one Halloween party.
That's crazy. You hear that? 5 people died at one Halloween party.
And if I may too, sir, Berkeley is like it's ghettos in Berkeley, like here and there, but for the most part, Berkeley is a big city full of Edomites.
Yeah, exactly. Berkeley is a good city, but guess what? I guarantee those 5 people that died was black. They was Hispanic.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? And you know why? Because we just read it in Amos 5:21. The Lord said, I despise your feast days. The Lord don't want black, Hispanic, Native American Indians celebrating holidays in America. Right. He wants you celebrating our feast days. That's in Leviticus 23rd chapter. Passover, the feast of first fruits. You know what I'm saying? The feast of unleavened bread. You know what I'm saying? All these different high holy days that we got. That's what we should be celebrating. You
Con,
understand? Because every
con,
holiday that we was given is evil. Like for instance, Thanksgiving is a feast day. You know what I'm saying? They teach you that Thanksgiving was a day that the pilgrims came and everything was good. And they ate and sat down with the Native American Indians and everything was just wonderful. You understand? But really, Thanksgiving is about them succeeding and thanking God that they murdered and conquered the Native American Indians. That's what Thanksgiving is about. Them
right,
succeed, them thanking God. You know what I'm saying? That damn, we thank you, God. We murdered the Native American Indians. Thank you for this food. We able to sit here in America and rule this place and be over all these different people. Thank you, God. That's what Thanksgiving is about. And you got retarded black Hispanic Native American Indians celebrating like it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And it's the same thing with Halloween. It's the same thing. It ain't different. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, read that scripture when you got it, Baba Kashaw.
So like, so you said Second Chronicles what?
33:6.
Come on, sir. It's the book of Second Chronicles, chapter
You know what I'm saying? And
30.
that's why the scriptures say he could eat you out. And that's why the scriptures say, "Come out of her, my people." You understand? So you won't partake in her sins. That's in Revelations. You understand? You don't want to partake in America. America got sins that reach into heaven. That's what the
Right,
scriptures say. And the Lord said, "Come out of her, my people." What does that mean? That don't mean go to a different state. That means that you need to stop celebrating Christmas. Stop celebrating how Halloween finna come up. You know you an Israelite. You think you woke in the truth. Don't allow your kids to celebrate Halloween. You
right,
understand? Don't allow your family members to celebrate Halloween. Don't go to no Halloween party. Don't do that. The brother just read what happened at a Halloween party in Berkeley, and that's a good city. 5 people
right,
died. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you come out of her. You understand? By stop doing the things and allowing yourself to be victim to the things that America told you was okay to do. That's how you do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we teach in the ISGBK. No, we don't want to have the spirit of Halloween. We don't want to have the spirit of no holiday. We want to have the spirit of the Lord. You understand? And what did the Lord say? The Lord said He's a man of war. Now you're not being a man of war if you waking up and you can't wait till Halloween comes so you can dress up like a goddamn gargoyle. Nigga, you're not. That's not a man of war. Real niggas don't do that. You wait till Halloween so you can dress up as Patrick. Nigga, like no, nigga, that's not tight. That's bootsy. Like niggas don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
right,
But if you trying to be American, you gonna think it's tight. And then if you trying to knock a female, of course you gonna do it. But but as for me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like the scriptures say, as for me and my house, we gonna serve God. You know what I'm saying? My kids ain't
right,
never had a Halloween and they ain't not gonna never have one. You understand? And they gonna know how important that is and how holy it is by being able to say that when they get older. Lord allow. You understand? But so like read that when you got it.
right.
Yeah,
Damn
most
right.
high. Yep.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter. I'm sorry, the book of Second Chronicles, chapter 33 and verse 6. And he caused his children to pass through the fire in the valley of the son of Hinnom.
Right. What did that mean that he calls his children to pass through the fire? You know what I'm saying? What
I
it mean?
mean,
What
they
that?
died.
Go ahead.
They died.
Who died?
Oh, Salakia. Who is this? Is this talking about the Lord? No. Okay, hold on.
This talking about them. That God, the Mages. I mean
Oh, Molech.
Molech. Yeah. This talking about because at one point in time, Molech was a god that Israelites started to serve. You understand that? Matter of fact, who was ruling at this time? Manasseh. That's who was ruling at this time. Manasseh was ruling at this time. He got power when he was 13 years old. And he ruled for like 50 years. You
Right.
understand? And he tore down. He tore down everything. He built up altars and temples for the heathen. He built up temples for us to worship false gods. He did all these different things, and he was an evil man in his time. And he caused
Right.
a lot of Israelites to sin against God. You understand? And the scripture said he caused him. He said that he passed his children through the fire. At one point in time, they was actually building altars and they was burning their children alive to Molech. That's what they was
Right.
doing. But how do you do that today though? How
If
do you
I
how do
may,
you, how you pass your children through the fire today? You want to take a shot at it, Crayola?
uh, is you talking about like pertaining to this holiday or period?
Just overall.
Overall, celebrate worshiping these heathen gods and doing the customs of the heathen.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And then something specific is like you become a Muslim when you 20 some years old, and then you have a kid, and then you know that nigga Akbar Muhammad, and then this nigga grow up, and then this nigga grow up and walk past the camp of a priest with a damn Muslim fit on and some Yeezys, not
Right.
knowing that we the priest of the Lord, not even knowing that. You know what I'm saying? You causing him to walk through the fire. You know what I'm saying?
So like,
Yeah, go ahead.
man, what you just said was so heavy, out of line. I'm literally looking at Instagram earlier today. You know the rapper from Philadelphia Freeway?
You said say it again?
The rapper from Philadelphia Freeway?
Oh yeah, yep.
Man, you know he a Muslim, just like a
Yeah.
lot of niggas from Philly, right?
Yep.
This nigga's son died in a car accident, right? I believe his son died in a car accident. This was last year. His daughter just passed, I think either today, yesterday, or a few days ago. And he still all praises to the rock god and all that type of nonsense. But what you just said was so heavy, like he's literally sending his kids through the fire by teaching them to be Muslims, and they dying.
Right.
It's a
Exactly. You
lot.
know what I'm saying? When you and that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You passing your kids through the fire when you teach them to be Muslim and Christian. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tasia. So like it. Tasia. He rocking hella heavy. He almost leaned over. You know what I'm saying? But you pass you sending your kids through the fire when when you allow them to be Muslim and to be Christian. You know how I know? Last year, Chicago had 29 people get shot and 5 of them died.
Right.
Berkeley, it was at a house party. 5 people died in one night because your parents told you it was okay to go to that party and celebrate Halloween. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They told you it was okay to dress up as Steve from Jackass. You know what I'm saying? They told you it was okay to do all these different things, and it's not okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's talking about when you allow them to pass through the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like all my family, they passed they mom and dad allowed them to pass through the fire, just like mine did. You know what I'm saying? Like my cousins, they supposed to be Muslims. These niggas eat pork, but they want me to take my shoes off when I come to their house at the door. Like, no, bro, like you ain't even no real Muslim. Like you eating pork. Nigga, you want me to take my shoes off at the door? Like y'all need to
Right.
put that out, bro. Y'all doing way too much, bro. Y'all doing way too much, my nigga. But they was allowed to pass through that fire and to become ignorant as hell, thinking that they serving God. You know what I'm saying? And you see that with everybody in our community. You understand? But keep reading, Baba Kashaw.
Now what kind, sir? Also, he observed times.
Right. He observed times. You understand? Like they did in the ancient Celtic. They said, nigga, we on November 1st we gonna celebrate hell what's it called? I forgot the name of it. We gonna
Samhain.
celebrate huh?
It's called
Samhain.
Samhain.
Samhain. Yeah, we gonna celebrate Halloween. That's what black people do today. You know what I'm saying? When nigga October 31st, we gonna celebrate Halloween. You
Right.
understand? On December 25th, we gonna celebrate Christ's birthday, which is not his birthday. July 4th, we gonna celebrate the 4th of July. They observe times. That's what that mean when they say observe times. Keep reading.
Now what kind, sir? And used enchantments.
And use enchantments. Man, we was just talking about that. We were just talking
Right.
about enchantment. What's an enchantment? You go into the church and you see your Christian pastor with a suit on and he telling you about God. He making it sound real good. You know what I'm saying? That if you put your last dollar in this bucket, in this donation bucket at church, that God he's gonna give you $10,000 if you put $1 in. And he make it sound
Right.
real good. And then you put your dollar in, you put your last 100 in, you put your last $10 in, and you don't see nothing in return. You know what I'm saying? You short on your rent after that. You know what I'm saying? You short on your car note after that. You can't get your kids school supplies after that, because this nigga done gassed you up to thinking that you doing this for a better purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what Christians do all the time. That's why the brothers just brought out, nigga, they able to sell, it would say a third of the candy sold on Halloween is sold in the
Right.
US. That's able to
Right.
happen because they got a lot of commercials that's got all these kids with different costumes on, and the candy looks so good. Like I ain't never, I'll be going to the store, I don't never see bite sized candy. But on Halloween, all the candy bite size. You
Right.
understand? They do that. They do that with commercials. So like it tells you, get him out of that. He get him out of that, but he leaning too hard. You understand? Like me and the brother was talking about earlier. You will see a commercial, a Carl's Jr. commercial, and it'll be a white woman on there, long blonde hair. She got on booty shorts. Her breasts this big, hanging out a tank top that's cut in half. You know what I'm saying? And she'll be sitting on the front of the car with the wind blowing and a Lamborghini car, and you sitting like, damn, what the hell is going on right now? And then next thing you know, the last clip, she'll bite into a big Carl's Jr. burger, and then say Carl's Jr. at the top. Like, what the hell her doing naked got to do with a damn burger? It
Right.
don't make no sense. So when it says enchantment, that's what it's talking about, man. You understand? Enchantment. Keep going, Baba Gashaw.
Come on, sir. And used witchcraft.
Right. And use witchcraft. Like I said, it's a lot of people that's gonna celebrate Halloween. I'm saying they're gonna start this Friday. They're gonna start on Thursday. You understand? Matter of fact, they're gonna start on Tuesday, like Drake said. They're gonna turn up. They're gonna turn up all week. You understand? For Halloween. You understand? It said and use witchcraft. And what they're gonna do? They're gonna be popping mollies. They're gonna be smoking weed. You understand? They're gonna be selling dope. They're gonna be selling people Percocets. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be selling people this and selling people that. All these different drugs. Drugs is witchcraft. You ever seen a movie? You know what I'm saying? Like you ever seen Mickey Mouse? You know what I'm saying? And the witch got on the hat, and she's putting hella potions inside this big pot, and twirling twirling the big spoon in the big pot. That's what dope is. You ever seen
Right.
somebody cook dope on TV? You ain't gotta see it in real life. You ever seen Snowfall? Them niggas get that Pyrex, they get to spinning that. You know what I'm saying? They wait for it to drop, and I ain't never sold dope, but I'm just saying I know a little bit. They get to spinning that, and nigga, it said that's what witchcraft is, man. You understand? Keep reading, Bishop.
And with wizards.
It's like
He,
it said enchantments and witchcraft and what?
oh, Salaki. I jumped just a couple words. Salaki. And used witchcraft and dealt with familiar spirits and with wizards.
Right, and dealt with familiar spirits. What does it mean to deal with a familiar spirit?
If I
Like,
may,
yeah, go ahead.
if
No,
I
go
may
ahead.
say familiar spirit, like a person who I'm gonna just like one of them tarot card readers.
Absolutely.
Okay, come on, sir.
Absolutely. That's a familiar spirit. You understand? Somebody that tell you that be on Dr. Oz and they come on there with their hand on the side of their head, they be like, yeah, man, I can speak to the dead. Okay, so your grandpa died 2 years ago, right? Oh yeah, and you was his only grandson. Okay, when he left you a house, right? Oh yeah, man. Well, and then you sitting there like, damn, how the hell do he know this? How the hell do she know this? You understand? It's because what? Read it again.
Salaki. And used enchantments and used witchcraft and dealt with familiar spirits and
Right,
with wisdom.
because they got familiar spirits, man. And guess what? That's a demon. They
Right.
knew that your grandpa died, and they knew that he left you a house and you was his only grandson because a demon told them that. That's how they knew. They didn't know because they can talk to the dead. Ain't no such thing as ghosts and ghouls and goblins and somebody under the bed. That's what you learn in this kingdom. That's what they teach you in cartoons and all that. But that's not real. When you die, you like your grandma ain't sitting up in heaven with Hitler looking down on you and hoping that you go to heaven if you just stop smoking weed or you just stop messing with. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? When you die, your spirit go to the Lord. You stay with the Lord 3-4 generations or something like that, and then he send your spirit back in the earth and you reborn again. That's what happened. But ain't no ghost lingering around and watching you You know what I'm saying? Your grandma ain't looking down. Your dead homies ain't looking down on none of that's going on. You understand? That's nonsense right there. You know what I'm saying? But it said, what did it say? I'm gonna read it again. It said it dealt with familiar spirits. But that lady who's able to do that, my point is that lady who's able to do that, it's not that she's talking to your dead grandpa. You know what I'm saying? She's able to do that because a demon is telling her that. Just like everything that you do, guess who is being recorded? If you commit a sin, if you do righteous acts, guess what? It's all being recorded, man. You got angels, it's angels in the room right now. And guess what? It's demons in the room right now, and they all recorded. You know what I'm saying? So when your grandpa died when you was 6 years old, that demon was there. That nigga was there, and he was paying attention to all that. You understand? He
Right.
was hoping that he can use this to not bring you into the truth. You understand?
Right.
And matter of fact, I'm gonna get the precept for that. Let's go to First Samuel's chapter 28 and 28:4.
So like it, sir. This one Saul talked to
Absolutely,
28:4.
absolutely. 28. First Samuel chapter 28:4. Because you know, crit like, and I'm glad you know this scripture because Christians they'll read this scripture and they'll be like, "You see, ghosts real. Ghosts is real."
Right, right.
Hey, no, ghosts not real, man. Ain't no such thing as no ghost. Casper ain't floating around through no wall. You know what I'm saying? I know. Especially black people, we so superstitious. You know what I'm saying? Every black I know promised that they seen a ghost, a goddamn ghost before. Every black person, I seen a ghost. I'm telling you, you didn't see no ghost, nigga. You was high. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
didn't see no ghosts, none of that. But they all will tell every black, especially older folks, they'll tell you, man, I seen a ghost. You ain't seen no goddamn ghost. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
this is a precept conjuring up spirits and all that. Read it when you got a Baba Kasha.
So like you said 28:3 or 28:4.
Read. You can start at three. Start at three. I'm not.
Come
It's
on,
like I ain't got my sword on me, so I'm just. I mean, if I'm gonna pull it up on the thing, you can read it though. You can read it.
come on, sir.
I got the
This is the
laptop.
book of First Samuel, chapter 28 and verse 3. Now Samuel was dead, and all Israel had lamented for him and
Right.
buried
So
him in
right.
Ramah.
So
So sir.
Samuel died. Remember
Right,
this. 'Cause this is very important on what we about to bring up right now. Samuel was dead. You know what I'm saying? And who was Samuel? Samuel was one of the priests that counseled King Saul. King Saul was one of the first. I mean, well, he not one of the first, but he was the first king of Israelites. He was the first king that Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians had. And Saul was the person that counseled him and when anything that he needed counsel on, any decision, any hard decision he needed. You know what I'm saying? He had Saul right there to tell him what he needed to do in that time. You know what I'm saying, keep going, Mama Shah.
come on, and buried him in Ramah, even in his own city.
Right? He
And
died, and then they buried him.
come on. And Saul had put away those that had familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land.
Right. And in the time of Saul, what did he do? The King Saul, he put all, what did it say? Read it again.
Come on, sir. And Saul had put away those that had familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land.
That he put all those that had familiar spirits and wizards out of the land. You understand? Like we
Right.
just read in Second Chronicles 33:6 about wizards and familiar spirits. And look, in the time of Saul, he put all of them out of the land. If you was talking about you talk to dead people, you understand, and your grandpa and your auntie and them said this when they died, and I'm talking to them right now. I'm the mediator between the life and the afterlife, and they said this and that. He was there. They was getting put to death for speaking like that. You understand? Because we don't have that type of culture when we teach that or we act like that. But keep going, Baba Kasha.
Come on, sir. And the Philistines gathered themselves together and came and pitched in them. And Saul gathered all Israel together, and they pitched in Gilboa. Verse 5.
Salakia. Hold on, Salakia.
Okay, come on, sir.
No. Ah. Salakia. Read it again, Baba Kasha.
Come on, sir. And the Philistines gathered themselves together and came and pitched in Shunem. And Saul gathered all Israel, and they pitched in Gilboa.
Right.
So,
Keep
like
going.
verse 5. And when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled. And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets.
Right. So King Saul, you know what I'm saying, he was at war with the Philistines. And he was scared. He was scared of them Africans. The Philistines is Africans. King Saul was scared of them. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And he went in to inquire of the Lord about the Philistines. Like, man, Lord, and what's a, okay, first of all, let me ask you a question. What does it mean to inquire of the Lord?
If I may, sir,
Go ahead.
is it to go ask the priest?
Exactly. You understand? And but what happened though? Why he couldn't ask no priest? Why? Do you know why, Cryyola?
The Lord wasn't with him no more.
No, because remember Samuel died.
Oh, come on, sir.
Yeah,
Come on,
yes,
sir.
Samuel died. That was the priest that he went to. You
Right.
understand? And Samuel was dead. Samuel wouldn't lie no more. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going, Baba Shah.
Come on, sir. Then said Saul unto his servants, seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit.
So he couldn't go to Samuel no more because Samuel was dead. So he said, "Seek me a woman of familiar spirits." You understand? Keep going.
Come on, that I may go to her and inquire of her.
Right. So he said, "Man, send me this woman of familiar spirits that talk to the dead, that mess with all these tarot cards and burn sage and do all this crazy stuff people be doing." You know what I'm saying? Send me to her. Keep going, Baba Shah.
And his servant said to him, behold, there is a woman that hath a familiar spirit and at Endor.
Right. Yeah, it's a woman that got familiar spirits at indoor. You know what I'm saying? It's a woman. And you gotta understand these familiar spirits is a demon. Like there ain't
Right,
nobody talking to no dead. This is a demon that's allowing her to do this. Because like I said, this demon kept record. You understand? Just like angels keep record, these demons kept record. You know what I'm saying? Way before you even knew about any of this. They've been keeping record. You understand? Keep reading Baba Shah.
come on, sir. Verse 8. And Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment, and he went, and
Hold
two
on.
men,
Hold on. Saul did what?
and Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment,
What do hold on? What do people do on Halloween? Read it again.
and Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment.
That's what they do on Halloween.
Come
You know what I'm
on,
saying?
sir.
People disguise themselves. They put on masks and gowns and scream masks. And they dress up and put paint on their face. They do all these different things. They put other raiment on, just like Saul did, right? Keep reading.
Come on, sir. And he went, and two men with him, and they came to the woman by night.
Hold on. They put different raiment and different clothes on, and they did what? They came to who? When?
And they came to the woman by night.
That's Halloween. You understand? That's Halloween right there. Putting on different raiment. You know what I'm saying? And going to door at night. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Going to meet people that you don't even goddamn know just because they dressed up as Superwoman, just because they
right,
dressed up as Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion, whoever the hell you like. You understand? That's what Saul did. Saul put on different raiment and he went to some. He went out in the middle of the night, just like people do, and is about to do on Sunday. You understand? Keep reading.
come on, sir. And he said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me up him. I'm sorry, and bring me him up, whom I shall name unto thee.
Right. So Saul, you know what I'm saying? And it's another thing. Why did Saul dress up and why did he go in at night? Because Saul was just killing wizards. He was just killing people that had familiar spirits. He was
Right,
just killing them. And then when Samuel died, he didn't have nobody to give him counsel on what he should do and how he should run his kingdom. So he was like, damn, I need to go to somebody that got a familiar spirit. I need to go to a wizard. I need to go to anybody that can tell me anything. I'm desperate at this point. You understand? So then he went to this woman in the middle of the night, dressed up not like he's the king. He had to put other clothes on like he wasn't the king, because you gonna recognize the king when you see him. He got a crown on. He just dressed immaculate. He couldn't
Right.
go dressed like that. He had to put on different clothes so she wouldn't recognize who he was, so she won't think that she was about to die, or be like, "Oh man, I don't know nothing. I can't tell you nothing. I know you be killing us for doing this. I don't know nothing." You know what I'm saying? So he had to dress up like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Come on, sir. Verse 10.
On Salakia, and he said, "I pray thee, divine unto me by the spirit, by the familiar spirit." So when he said that to her, he said basically he was like, "Man, tell me what I need to know. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going to happen to me." That's what King Saul was saying. Keep going, Bogashah. Verse
Come on.
9.
Verse 9. Middle of verse 9. And the wizards, Salakia, and the wizards out of the land, wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life to cause me to die.
No, Salakia. Can you read verse 9 from the top, Bogashah? Salakia.
Come, sir. And the woman said unto him, Behold, thou knowest what Saul. Oh, Salakia, I skipped the whole verse, Salakia, sir. And when the woman said unto him, Behold, thou knowest what Saul hath done, how he have cut off those that have familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Saul, this was she like, man, look at, man, it's like it said, and the woman said unto him, Behold, thou knowest what Saul have done, how he have cut off those that have familiar spirits and wizards out of the land. So she don't even know that she's talking to Saul right now. She don't know she's talking to King Saul. And then she like, man, like, you want me to tell you something, but you don't know that King Saul killing wizards. He killing the people that's able to talk to the dead. You know what I'm saying? She got a demon on her too. She thinks she's actually talking to the goddamn dead. You got a demon on you. You ain't talking to nobody dead, because the scriptures tell you that when you die, your spirit goes to the Lord. You understand? But she's telling Saul, not knowing that she's talking to Saul, that, man, Saul's killing people, wizards. He killing people that got familiar spirits. He getting all of them up out of the land. You understand? Keep reading.
Come on, sir. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life to cause me to die?
Right, and she like, man, look it. Why are you coming here asking me these things? You want Saul to kill me? You understand? You plotting against me. You conspiring against me. You must want Saul to kill me. Why you come asking me these things? You understand? Keep reading.
Come on, verse 10. And Saul swore to her by the Lord, saying, As the Lord liveth, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing.
Right, so she still don't know she's talking to Saul. And Saul returned and said it to her, because he's so desperate. He said, As the Lord liveth, I swear to God, I'll promise, ain't no punishment gonna happen to you for this thing. Just tell me. Just tell me what the spirits is telling you. Just tell me what the dead is. You the mediator between the life and the living and the dead. Tell me what they saying over there. Tell me what they know the future. Tell me what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what he asking her. You understand? And that's why in the thing, that's why in the ISBK we don't do that. And if a brother do that, he's not doing it. He's doing it subconsciously. He's not doing it because he's actually promising somebody something. You understand? Right. We don't do that in UPK. We say, "Oh man, I'll see you next week, Lord willing." You know what I'm saying? Man, we gonna teach this class tonight, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing. We say that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know. You can't promise that you're going to be here 10 minutes from now. You can't promise somebody that you're going to see them tomorrow, or you're going to be able to come to camp, or you're going to be able to go to your other rib house out of state, whatever the case may be. You can't promise nobody that. That's why we say, Lord willing. But what did Saul say? He said, as the Lord liveth. That's what he said. Then he said, I swear to God, there ain't nothing, nobody going to do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me what's going to happen to me. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. That's what King Saul said. Keep going, Baba Kashar.
Verse 11. Then said the woman, Whom shall I bring up unto thee? And he said.
So the woman actually she said, Who you want me to talk to? What dead person you want me to talk to? Who shall I bring up? I believe you. I believe you. Who you want me to talk? What dead person you want me to bring up? You know what I'm saying? And what did he say?
And he said, Bring me up Samuel.
Right, and he said, Bring me up Samuel. You understand? Because Samuel died. Samuel just died previously. So he was like, man, I need a counselor. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to tell me what I should do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Bring me up Saul. I need Saul. He was an excellent counselor on on things that I should do and shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? He gave me excellent guidance, man. That's who I need. Bring me Saul. No, stop. Be quiet. Keep going, Baba Shaw.
Kind. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice.
Slacky. They
And the
said, and when the woman saw Saul, Slacky, when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. Keep going, Baba Shaw.
kind, sir. And the woman spake to Saul, saying, why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul.
Right. So she got a demon on her. She's thinking that she's seeing Samuel. You know what I'm saying? But she's not seeing Samuel. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Christians that use this scripture and they try to tell you that ghost is real. You understand? But like I said earlier, that's a demon on her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ghost ain't real. It's a demon that been recording everything. It's like how angels record everything. You understand? And it said, and when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice, and the woman spake to Saul, saying, why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul. You know what I'm saying? So the demon told her that, man, that's Saul talking to you. That's why that nigga able to tell you that ain't nothing gonna happen to you if you conjure up a spirit or bring a familiar spirit. Ain't nothing gonna happen. He able to tell you all these different things because this the king. This the nigga that was killing people like you. That's what the
Right.
demon telling her. You understand? Keep reading.
Kind, sir. And the king said unto her, be not afraid, for what that Salakia. Be not afraid, for what sawest thou?
So what you say? Salakia. Salakia, y'all. All right. Salakia. Read that again, Baba Gasha.
Kind, sir. Verse 13. And the king said unto her, be not afraid, for what sawest thou?
You know what I'm saying? He said, be not afraid of for what sawest thou. So Saul thinking that she seen Samuel, but she ain't even see Samuel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep going.
Kind. And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth.
Salakia. Read it again, Baba Gasha.
Kind, sir. From the top. You want me to go from the top, sir?
Yeah. We go from the top. Salakia.
Kind, sir. Verse 13. And the king said unto her, be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of earth.
Right. So he told her, don't be afraid what you saw. You know what I'm saying? You seen Samuel, don't be afraid that you seen Samuel. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it said the woman said it to Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth, meaning that she saw powers ascending out of the earth. You understand?
Right.
Keep reading.
Come on, sir. And he said unto her, what form is he of?
Uh-huh.
Is Salakia. And she said, an old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle.
Right. And he said, man, what he look like? What he got on? Who'd you don't be afraid what you saw. You seen Samuel. What did he have on so I can make sure that this is actually Samuel you talking to? What did he have on? And she said he was clothed in a mantle, like a cloak. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come on. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel. And he
Right. And
stooped.
so nigga, he's like, man, this is Samuel. She gotta be seeing Samuel for sure. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself.
Right. And he's supposed to be a king. You understand? He stooped to the ground, you know what I'm saying, and bowed himself down, and he's supposed to be the king of Israel, man. You understand?
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 15. And Samuel said to Saul, why hast thou disquieted me to bring me up?
Right, but you got to understand, this is not Samuel talking. You understand? This is this woman. You understand? And it's not this woman. It's actually a demon. This is not Samuel talking at all to Saul. But this is what Saul thinks. You understand? Keep reading. It said, why hast thou disquieted in me to bring me up? Keep going.
Come on, sir. And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me, and God is departed from me, and answereth me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do.
Right. And he said, man, because God ain't dealing with me no more. You
Right.
understand? You told me, because you got to remember, Samuel told King Saul before he died that the kingdom was, he wasn't going, he wasn't going to be ruling no more. The King David, the kingdom was going to go to King David. You understand? And he was going to die in battle. You understand? That was what Samuel told him. And so he's trying to figure out a way around it. Like, man, I need a loophole. Man, Saul, I know you died, but I need you to tell me. I need to know if you're going to tell me the same thing again. You understand? He's like, man, look at the Philistines. I'm at war with them. I'm scared to death of the Philistines. You know what I'm saying? God ain't with me no more because I ain't killed a goddamn Amalekite, the king. He ain't killed the Amalekite, the Edomites, the white man. He didn't kill him like the Lord told him to do. He was like, man, look at the Lord ain't with me no more. He ain't answering me by prophet. He ain't answering me by dreams no more. You know what I'm saying? And then before that, when you read verse when you go all the way back up to 3, it said that what did it say again? Salakia. Go up to 3 right quick. Read it, Baba Kasha.
It's the book of 1 Samuel chapter 28 and verse 3. Now Samuel was dead, and all Israel had lamented for him and buried him in Ramah, even in his own city. And
Okay,
Saul,
go to 4. Salakia.
Go to 4.
Yeah.
Sir. And the Philistines gathered themselves together and came and pitched in Shunem. And Saul gathered all Israel together, and they pitched in Gilboa. Verse 5. And when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled.
Right, damn, Salakia. What was the scripture saying that they can't not? It's another word for casting lots. I forgot the exact word.
So, like, who cast the lots?
No, it was
about the Philistines casting lots.
No, it's another word for casting lots, but it's not casting lots. I forgot what it was. Hold on, Salakia. Damn. Salakia. Salakia, I don't want this damn laptop to die. Plug it up right quick. All right, Salakia. Yeah, no, but I forgot the damn word. It's called
You talking about venture, sir?
it's called cherubims or something like that. Cherubims. Hold on, Salakia. But basically, what I'm saying is that Saul, just for time's sake, Saul did everything he can do. You understand? He cast lots. You understand? He did everything he could do because, like for instance, like the time of Jonah. Jonah was on a ship. He didn't want to do what the Lord wanted, and so the Lord, he had hopped on a ship and tried to escape from doing what the Lord wanted. So the Lord was like, man, look, you trying to get up out of there. You can't escape me. So when he hopped on that ship, the Lord made the big waves come and start basically trying to sink the ship. You know what I'm saying? And the people on the ship was like, man, something going on. Somebody must have sinned against God for this to be happening right now. This don't make no sense. So what they used to do back then, they used to cast lots. what I'm saying? And they should, and I ain't gonna say it was dice, but it was something like dice. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like one through 12. Go ahead.
You talking about the Urim and the Thummim?
Yeah, read that verse, Baba Kashad.
Is it in Jonah?
No. That's in Chronicles.
Chronicles. Okay, so like it.
I thought we read it already earlier. You know what I'm saying? But in Jonah, he cast the lots, which is like the Urim and the Thumb, and everybody else cast it, and they was Tawab. They hit 7, so to speak. And then when Jonah hit it, he hit Snake Eyes. They're like, "Oh, nigga, it's you." You know what I'm saying? They threw him off the boat, like, man, get up out of here, man, for the Lord killers behind you. You know what I'm saying? That's what. But what I'm saying is that Saul did the same thing. He cast the Urim was in the Thumb before he even went to this woman. He did everything. That's why he's saying that, man, she ain't coming to me. The Lord ain't coming to me by dream. You know what I'm saying? By prophets or nothing. He ain't dealing with me no more. You know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do? Yeah, go ahead.
So like it's our First Samuel 27:6. It said, when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophet.
Right. The Lord wasn't dealing with him no more. You know what I'm saying? So he tried to go to men of the Lord and inquire them. You understand? And ask them like, what was gonna befall me? What's gonna happen to me? Am I gonna reign forever? Am I gonna be king forever? Am I gonna be over my people? Am I gonna die by the sword? What's gonna go on to me? You understand? Because you gotta know that these brothers was preaching prophets, so they can tell the future. You understand? And he did everything. He talked to them. They couldn't tell him nothing. He cast lots and all that, and nobody can tell him nothing. So now this lady is telling him. You understand? Keep going. What was we at though? First Samuel's.
First Samuel 28, and I think we was at 16. I was about to start reading 16, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Yup.
The book of First Chronicles, chapter 28 and verse 16. Then said Samuel, wherefore then dost thou ask me, seeing the Lord is departed from thee and is become thine enemy?
Hey, stop. That is not stop. Slacky, read it one more time, Baba Shah.
The book of First Samuel, chapter 28 and verse 16. Then said Samuel, wherefore then dost thou ask me, seeing the Lord is departed from thee and is become thine enemy?
Right. He said, then said Samuel. Meanwhile, this ain't Samuel talking. This is a straight demon talking. It said, wherefore then doest thou ask me, seeing the Lord is departed from me and is become thine enemy? He like, man, the Lord ain't with you. You know what I'm saying? She like, man, the Lord is not with you. You understand? Keep going.
Come on, sir. Verse 17. And the Lord hath done to him as he spake by me. For the Lord hath rent the kingdom out of thine hand and given it to thy neighbor, even to David.
Right. So she's telling him the same thing that the demon is telling her. You understand? Because the demon was there for all that. He got a record of it. Like, man, look, you ain't the king no more. David's gonna be the king. You understand? The kingdom was ripped out of your hands because you didn't do what the Lord wanted. You understand? And Samuel's thinking, Saul thinking this is Samuel talking because he like, man, only me and Samuel was there for that conversation. Right. I'm saying, let me get up right quick, get this baby.
Come on, sir.
So I can read it again, Baba Gashah.
Come on. This is the book of First Samuel, chapter 28 and verse 17. And the Lord have done to him as he spake by me. For the Lord have. Salaki, sir, go ahead.
No, go ahead. That's the baby.
Okay, come. And the Lord have done to him as he spake by me. For the Lord have rent the kingdom out of thine hand and given it to thy neighbor, even to David.
Right. But this is not Samuel talking. This is my whole point. This ain't
Right,
Samuel talking. This is a demon talking through her because he was
right,
there when Samuel told Saul this. This ain't Samuel talking. You know how I know? Because the scripture tell you when you die, your spirit go back up to the Lord. You ain't alive. You ain't
right.
any afterlife with people walking around as ghosts and spirits. They ain't happening. Keep going, Baba Kasha.
Come, sir. Verse 19. Go Salaki, verse 18. Because thou obeyedest not the voice of the Lord, nor executedest his fierce wrath upon Amalek, therefore hath the Lord done this thing unto thee.
Right. And now he's telling him the reason why. You understand? Because you didn't do what the Lord wanted you to do. You understand? So like it. Shalom verse. What's going on, sir? Should teach in the middle of teaching class. Almost done. Okay, come. Shalom Christ. Keep going, Baba Kasha.
Come, sir. Verse 19. Moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with thee into the hand of the Philistines.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So then he told him that, man, the Lord, and nigga, on top of that, the Lord gonna kill you. That's what the demon telling him. Like, man, the Lord is gonna deal with you because you didn't want to kill the Amalekites. Keep going.
Okay. And tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me. The Lord also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistines.
Right. So then, just for time's sake, you know what I'm saying? This nigga Saul start crying. He's sad as hell that this happened to him. You know what I'm saying? The familiar, the lady hey, chill, y'all, stop. The lady with the familiar spirits, she started telling him. I mean, she's trying to comfort him. She started cooking for him and trying to make him feel good, but he don't end up feeling good. You understand? And yeah, so that was just the precept for what we brought out in Second Chronicles 33:6 about familiar spirits and conjuring up spirits. Because you got some people out there that think that they actually talk to the dead, and then you got some people that actually believe that they talk to the dead. You know what I'm saying? And I know they business popping around this time. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? We ain't coming up. I know they business popping around this time. Everybody believe in ghouls and gargoyles and goblins, and man, ain't none of that real, man. You
right.
understand? What you should be afraid of is fearing the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sinning against God. That's what you should be afraid of. You understand? But we're going to close it on this last scripture. Go to Deuteronomy 20. It's like Deuteronomy 18:1, if I'm not mistaken. So I can let me pull it right quick. I think it's Deuteronomy 18:1. It might be 18:10 though.
Can you paraphrase? Oh, it's I think you're talking about 10 and 11.
No, Deuteronomy 18 and
Yeah, 18, 10 and 11, sir.
oh yeah, go ahead. Yep, that's what it is. 18 and 10.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that
Yeah.
useth
It shouldn't be no.
divination.
It shouldn't be no Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians that make their children pass through the fire. It's not a literal fire. It's a fire. You growing up. You know what I'm saying? And you was raised Muslim, so and you know that that God is false. You know that the God of Christianity is false, and then you still allow your children to become Muslim and become. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a thing. Like with Christianity, Islam, and all that. Like black people. Like I say all the time, like black people go to jail Christian, then they come out Muslim, and then go back Muslim. But for somehow people still raise the rest of their kids to be Muslim and to be Christian.
Right,
Christianity and Islam has failed our children. It has failed the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian community, man. You understand? We've been being Muslim and Christians for the last 100 years, and it ain't helped us. It ain't helped us at all. Like I told you, my family, them niggas, Them niggas want me to take my shoes off at their house, but then they eat pork. Like, nigga, I'm not taking my shoes off at the door. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm not doing all that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I mean by allowing your children to pass through the fire. You understand? You allow them to pass through the fire by growing up and naming them Muhammad Akbar and allowing them to serve a moon god. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
allow your children to pass through the fire by allowing them to be Christians and go to church every Sunday and celebrate Christmas, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Halloween, birthdays, Valentine's Day. You allowing them to pass through the fire by doing that. You understand? Keep going.
Come on, sir. Or that useth divination,
Keep going.
or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch.
Right, an observer of times. Right, every single this is the thing with your oppressor. Your oppressor, he makes sure every month you celebrate one of his holidays. You
Right.
understand? It's only a few months that ain't got a goddamn holiday in it. January. First off, December you celebrating Christmas. January you celebrating New Year. You understand? February you celebrating Valentine's Day, and you don't forget about your mama birthday, your dad birthday, your children's birthday, your birthday, your husband's birthday. Every goddamn month you celebrating something, man. You know what I'm saying? You observing some date that they didn't give you and told you to celebrate. When really the Lord, what he's saying in Amos chapter 5 and 21, the Lord said, I hate your feast days. And
Right.
everything that you celebrate is not biblical. Because if it was biblical, it would be in Leviticus 23rd chapter, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? But it's an observer of times and what?
Or an enchanter.
Or an enchanter. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that makes something seem real good. And it ain't even like that. Like I said earlier, you got people in the world that we used growing up. They made smoking weed seem like it was the thing to do. They made selling drugs seem like it was the thing to do. They made it seem like one of like you got people in the world, man. I'm telling you, I got some hoes right now, man. Look at, man. She only charging $80, bro. Let's go over there and blam cakes, and then you get over there and blam, nigga, and then you catch chlamydia.
Right.
He made it sound real good before you caught that disease, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She made it sound real good before you went over her house and got robbed by somebody. It sounded good, you know what I'm saying, until something happened to you. And that's what enchanters do. That's what Christian pastors do. You know what I'm saying? That's what America do. You understand what they commercials? Like I said, you be watching the goddamn Carl's Jr. commercial and she on there half naked. You know what I'm saying? With a bra on and some high heels and some booty shorts, and then she'll bite into a Dollar Junior burger, and next thing you know, you sitting there like, damn, I need to go to Carl's Jr. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, you don't even really want to go to Carl's Jr. You just seen her, and you thinking that's gonna be there subconsciously. They food
Right.
trash, really. They food
Right.
trash as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you thinking that you finna, nah, you didn't come up. But it's like you keep going.
Kind of, sir. That's a lot here. Or a witch.
Right. Or a witch. You understand? A person that sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's finna be on Halloween, they finna be selling Percocets, Molly's, and nigga, man, look at the trap house finna be open on Halloween. Everybody
Right.
finna be turned up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of spirit that it got. That's the type of spirit that Halloween has. You
Right.
understand? Be somebody else. You don't gotta be yourself today. You might not
Right.
never smoke weed before. You might not never pop the Percocet. Today, pop it. Today, smoke. You know
And
what I'm saying?
if I may, sir,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's gonna be Halloween deals.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be Halloween deals. It's a
it's gonna
lot.
be it's gonna be Halloween deals for sure. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be telling you, nigga, 2 for the 15. I remember we
Right.
grew up with 2 for the 15.
Three for dub.
It's gonna be 3 for dub. It's gonna be niggas walking around with bottles they didn't stole from Rite Aid. Man,
Right.
I got this Maker's Mark. No man, I don't even drink that, bro. I got some Jack Daniels. I got that. You know what I'm saying? Just give me dub. He got a whole fifth. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be doing everybody because look at Halloween is about embracing evil spirits. That's what Halloween is about. It ain't about children for celebrating Halloween and giving children candy and all that. It's not. That's not what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, you tell your children all year that they should never accept nothing from a stranger. But as soon as Halloween come, you allow them to go knock on hundreds of different doors begging for candy. You know what I'm saying? Begging for candy. You know how people get kidnapped on Halloween? I can just imagine, man. You know how many sisters get raped on Halloween? I can just imagine. You understand? Because you thinking it's just some innocent holiday when really it's not. Keep going, Baba Gashar.
Okay, verse 11. Or a charmer.
Right, or a charmer. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that makes something sound good. Like it sounds like America, your oppressor, he's a charmer. He got all these good commercials out on Halloween when people walking door to door and they get the good candy and everybody smiling at them when they come knock on the door. And man, no, that's not in the ghetto ain't like that. Niggas got their porch light off like, man, we ain't passing out no candy. Don't come knock on this door. You understand? Well, in fact, we finna start shooting in the air in a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we finna take your bag. I know when I went to St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? We and my brother called ourselves trick or treat. I'm like 14, my brother like 13. Nigga, grown niggas bounced out on us. Niggas like, give me your candy. Like, nigga, what, nigga? Man, and nigga whipped out a knife. I'm like, what the hell? Then we took off running. We like, nigga, this nigga weird. That's the type of stuff that's going on Halloween. Then you got real predators riding around trying to kidnap people, trying to kidnap children. You know these women that let their children, because their dad ain't around, allow their children to go door to door because they think they know the neighborhood. Everything gonna be good. They allow their children to go door to door, knocking on doors for candy. Meanwhile, you got 100 pedophiles in your neighborhood. And they looking at today, they looking at Halloween as a day that they can actually get away because I can wear a mask.
Right.
Nigga, and it's COVID-19 too. Not only am I gonna wear a face mask, I can wear an actual mask. The police ain't gonna mess with me. Nobody. So if somebody come up missing in his neighborhood, they can't blame it up on me because everybody got on masks. You know what I'm saying? It's a perfect time to be evil, man. You understand? And that's why you shouldn't don't let your kids pass through the fire. Don't let your kids pass through the fire. Keep going, Baba Kashan.
Or a consulter with familiar spirits.
Or a consulter with familiar spirits. Halloween come, you know what I'm saying? You got people that's going to see people that deal with tarot cards and burn sage and you understand? Meanwhile, they ain't talking to no goddamn dead people. It's a demon talking to them that knew your whole life story, your whole backdrop. That's a demon that knew that. She ain't talking to nobody dead. He ain't talking to nobody dead. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, Baba Gasha.
Okay, sir. Or an observer of Salaki. Or a wizard.
Right. Keep going.
Okay.
The wizard is like is the same person as a person with familiar spirits. You know what I'm saying? Or a person that cook up drugs. Keep going, Baba Gasha.
Okay. Or a necromancer.
Or a necromancer. What's a necromancer? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that claim they can bring somebody back from the dead. Like I ain't talking about with Christ and Lazarus. You know what I'm saying? Christ brought Lazarus back from the dead. Nigga, that nigga was actually dead. But somebody to tell you, nigga, that if you take this drug and you do this, it's gonna bring you back to life. You can die, and if you buy this drug and you got a family member that died, you take it. Man, look, don't listen to those type of people, man.
Right.
You understand that? First off, they do not serve the Lord. The Lord ain't dealing with them. None of that. You understand? But y'all, I gotta deal with this damn baby. So, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, Israel, I'm in the class. You understand? You got the security announcements?
Wow. I got a new phone. I ain't even got it on this phone.
Okay, no sweat. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, we go into class. Yahweh Shemiyah Shah Bracket out all the brothers. Yahweh Shemah Thabah Shemiyah Shah all the sisters. But if you tuning in, make sure you like and share and subscribe to the ISUBK Sacramento. And you know what I'm saying, support this truth. You know what I'm saying? We got the Vegas cookout coming up, which is also the Cali cookout that's happening in Vegas. Make sure you book your room, get your ticket. You know what I'm saying? Come on to the barbecue and enjoy being around the Akim and Akwati. You understand? With that being said, shalom.
Shalom.